Hey everyone, my name is Mitch Dyer. I'm here with Scott James from 2K, and we're going to check out a new map for Evolve called Rendering Plant. Scott, I noticed that it's daylight out. That's new. We haven't seen a whole lot of daylight in Evolve. Lots of nighttime maps, lots of rain. This is just a nice, beautiful, sunny day.
It is a sunny day with plenty of burning trucks and garbage.
With your classic wreckage.
Exactly.
So what's going on at the rendering plant? Things are on fire, robots are all broken and stuff. You're just demolishing whatever that was.
Yeah, so this is rendering plant. Clearly, the rendering plant has been having some troubles, and this is, as you mentioned, one of the brighter maps. This changes up the game a lot. You know, it can be pretty difficult when it's really dark to spot the monster, especially from a distance. The gameplay changes a lot when you have more visibility like this.
So now, show me, I mean, you showed me the map earlier. Pop that map open. There was like a neat little choke point, dead center in the map here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so we're kind of in it right now.
Okay, so what's cool about this spot of the map?
So this means that, you know, if I were to startle birds, you know, somewhere
or that guy.
way over right here.
Yeah.
So now the hunters know that I'm in this portion of the map.
Got it.
And especially with the daylight, with the visibility that we have, you know, the hunters can kind of spread out along this choke point and make sure that I don't leave, and they have an opportunity to kind of close in on my position in ways that they really don't in other maps.
Okay.
So it can really kind of alter your strategy.
There's a few places to hide too. I mean, there's like these giant archways, like these big rocks. There's lots of opportunities to, you know, like kite them around there, to kite the hunters around there, or to try and get the attention of your monster there. There's lots of shrubberies and lots of things to hide in, big tall bushes and things like that.
Yeah, absolutely.
How does, I mean, we've seen the Kraken before, the flying monster. How does he play into this map?
You know, things can be a little more difficult based on whether or not you get stuck inside one of these arches or in a cave. But at the same time, you know, a low-level Kraken can use these tall walls to duck in and out and avoid hunter fire. And then, you know, Goliath can use this stuff to his advantage to sneak past. I mean, this is a choke point. It can be hard to escape, but, you know, if the Goliath can use these walls to his advantage, he can you know, slip out of you know, any hunter you know, trap that might be set.
When you load up this map, who's your first hunter? Like, who's your instinctive? That's the guy. This is who I'm playing.
Well, Griffin, and I think partially maybe that's because I'm just a huge Griffin fan. He is my absolute favorite hunter. But you know, if I were Griffin, I would be dropping sound spikes right along that choke point. Maybe, you know, one maybe in the middle, or maybe try to spread them out, get two of them in there. He can really control this map well with well-placed sound spikes. So a lot of playing Griffin is learning these maps and figuring out where the best spots to place those sound spikes are. You know, little choke points like this tunnel can be really good. The monster doesn't really have a choice other than to try to go through them.
What is that?
We've got a very angry nomad here. And this is an elite, too. So
okay, so he's got a perk if you kill him.
Exactly.
I like those.
Yeah, and I love getting this perk as the hunters. That will give us faster jetpack recharge, which can be just fantastic. I mean, it goes up to like 200%, and you can just stay right on the monster's tail the whole time.
That's especially useful if you have the the perk that boosts your jetpack as well.
Exactly, yeah. So, I mean, you can be a flying machine.
So this big area here, this is a giant acid pool. We talked a little bit about the acid biome when we checked out the orbital drill, but how does the acid play into this map?
Yeah, so this has got less of those little localized pools of acid. Oh, a lot of very angry mammoth birds. This has got less small pools of acid, and it's just got these two big sort of acid lakes or oceans, or however you want to call them, on just that one end of the map. So it can be difficult if you're trapped out there's a hunter. As you kind of saw, there were a bunch of little tiny islands. So I've had some pretty strange battles with hunters or with a monster where people are kind of hopping from rock to rock with their jetpacks or their jump. With this kind of thing, I like to go Goliath, so I can, you know, jump from a rock. The hunters try to follow me, and I just pick this up and nail them as they're coming through. They drop into the acid, take a little extra damage.
See, I was about to say, this is the ultimate bad place to be if you're a monster. I mean, that arena goes up, you're locked into an area, and suddenly you're jumping around trying to get 4 dudes who are frantically like shooting you, and you're frantically trying to chase them down and falling into a lake. I see what you're talking about.
It can be tough, but you know, when you start taking damage as Goliath, your stamina recharges more quickly. You kind of get that extra adrenaline boost of combat, and so you have more opportunities to jump. You can really become extremely mobile in ways that the hunters can't when they're in combat. You know, when the hunters are in combat, they're using all of their jetpack fuel to dodge your attacks and to try to move around. And if they have to move from rock to rock to avoid taking damage too, you can really start to wear them down.
Cool. Anything else you want to add before we take off?
I think players are really going to like this map, especially because of you know, all the weird little choke points, all the places to hide that it offers. I think it's going to be a lot of really good little bouts of hide and seek going on in this map.
Awesome. If you appreciate Scott's insights, and I know I do, you can check out even more of these level commentaries on IGN.